Welcome everyone. Welcome to mathematics, and today we are here to solve another paper of A level statistics. Paper code 9709, variant 52, May June 2024. So let's begin. Question 1 says that Rajesh applies once every year for a ticket to a music festival. The probability that he is successful in any particular year is 0.3 independently of other years. Find the probability that Rajesh is successful for the first time on his 7th attempt. Okay, so in this particular question, what is your success? Success is your that he got the ticket. Okay, then this success probability is P is represented by or denoted by P, and that is 0.3. So in that particular year, the failure would be that is represented by Q will be 0.7, as sum of the probabilities is equals to 1. So if success is 0.3, so 1 minus 0.3 is 0.7, and that is its failure. Okay, secondly, find the probability that Rajesh is successful for the first time on his 7th attempt. So when he is succeeding on his 7th attempt, so this is the case of a geometric distribution. Okay, so this is your geometric distribution question. So what are the formulas for the geometric distribution? We all know very well that the probability for x equals to r for a geometric distribution is equals to q, the failure power r minus 1, p to the power 1. And what is r here? R is your at which attempt you are getting the success. Okay, so using this, x in this particular case is 7, so q is 0.7 to the power r minus 1 is 7 minus 1, and p to the power 1, and that is 0.3 to the power 1. So when we will solve this, we are going to get 0.0352. Okay, this is your first part. Now part B. Part B says find the probability that Rajesh is successful for the first time before his 6th attempt. Okay, so what is this type of question? Like, again they are talking about that he is successful for the first time, but so it's the same thing, the geometric distribution question. Okay, because he is successful for the first time, but we don't know on which attempt he is getting that. So how we will make the expression for it? So probability for x is less than 6. Okay, because he is getting success for less than 6 means for less than r. Okay, this is how we represent it. So we don't have any formula for this particularly. What do we have for? We have for probability for x is less than or equals to r, and that formula in the geometric distribution is 1 minus q to the power r. Okay, so this is our formula. So for doing that, we need less than or equal to. So if you want to write this in the form of less than or equal to, we can write this as probability for x is less than or equals to 5, as we know that less than 6 means 6 is not included, but all the other numbers less than 6 are included. So 5 equal to 5 or less than 5 means all of those are included. So now apply this for probability of x is less than or equals to 5, we will be using 1 minus q, that is the failure probability, to the power r, and here r is 5 because we are taking r to be 5. Okay, so this needs to be done very carefully, what to take as r. And what is 1 minus 0.7 to the power 5? 0.8319. Okay, now let's move to the next part, part C. Part C says find the probability that Rajesh is successful for the second time on his 10th attempt. Okay, now this means that on which attempt we will get success, we don't know. Okay, the first success. So in that way, this is not a geometric because they are mentioning like in how many attempts you get how many successes. So this is a type of binomial distribution where you have number of attempts and in which you get number of like 1 2, like you are repeating the experiment for n times, and out of that how many times you are getting the success. So this is a binomial distribution question. Okay, in the binomial distribution all the formulas are going to be different now. So what is the formula for the binomial distribution? P x equals to r gives you NCR q n minus r, the failure to the power n minus r, and success to the power r. Okay, so how we are going to take this? As he is getting his second success on his 10th attempt, so we are sure of it. Okay, that on the 10th attempt he is having 0.3 probability, or is this probability of success, so that is the success. But out of the rest of the 9 he get one time success and we don't know on which point. So instead of taking all of these 10 and attempts and then finding out 2, we will not be doing it like this because we are sure of the 10th attempt that he got the success. So we will distribute it like that. On the 10th attempt the probability of success was 0.3. okay, for the 10th attempt. Okay, don't write it this way, just first find out for the try to understand it this way. From 1 to 9th attempt he got one success. Okay, and the second is on the 10th attempt, so we are sure of that. So on the first 9 attempts we are going to apply the binomial. I hope you get this. So apply for probability on the first 9 attempts. So x equals to r. What is r in this case? R is the desired number of success, so we need one success out of 9. So 9c1 0.7 to the power 9 minus 1 and 0.3 to the power 1. So when we will solve this all together, okay, we will get the successes out of 9. So let's solve this. We get 0.1556, 0.1556, and the total probability will be 0.3. that is, we are sure of the success 0.3 times for the 10th attempt, and for the first 9 attempts we get the probability to be 0.1556. so the total would be 0.0467, 0.0467. Okay, so that's all about question 1.